A manufacturing plant produces high-performance polymer bonds. The critical quality characteristic is the tensile strength, with a target of 500 newtons. To monitor the process, the quality team collects 20 subgroups of size 10. In this video, we will first determine the control limits for the Xbar-S charts, then plot the data in Excel, and finally, identify any causes of concern in the manufacturing process. Now, let's proceed with the calculations of control limits for Xbar and our chart. First, we need the subgroup average. In cell L2 we type average function and select the sample B2 through K2. Next, we calculate the subgroup standard deviation. In cell M2, we type the standard deviation function and select the sample B2 through K2. We drag both formula down to row 21 to automatically calculate the average and standard deviation for the remaining subgroups. Now, use the average function to calculate the grand average, which is the average of all the subgroup averages in column L. Similarly, calculate the average standard deviation by taking the average of all the standard deviation in column M. From the control chart factor table for a subgroup size of 10, we can obtain the values for the constants A3, B3, and B4, which are 0.975, 0.284, and 1.716, respectively. Now, we calculate the control limit for the Xbar chart. The upper control limit is the grand average plus the constant A3 multiplied by the average standard deviation. The lower control limit is the grand average minus the constant A3 multiplied by the average standard deviation. Next, we calculate the control limit for the S chart. The upper control limit is the constant B4 multiplied by the average standard deviation. The lower control limit is the constant B3 multiplied by the average standard deviation. With all the control limits calculated, we prepare the data to plot Xbar chart in a new spreadsheet. We select all the data column, then, we go to Insert tab and select the recommended 2D line chart. This line chart visualizes the process mean against its control limits, where center line is the grand average. Next, let's plot the S chart using the similar procedure. We prepare the data to plot S chart in a new spreadsheet. We select all the data column, then, we go to Insert tab and select the recommended 2D line chart. This line chart visualizes the process standard deviation against its control limits, where center line is the average standard deviation. Now, let's interpret the S chart first because process stability must be confirmed before analyzing the average. In the S chart, all subgroup standard deviations fall within the control limits, indicating the process variation is technically in statistical control. However, if we look at the data from subgroup 7 onwards, there is a clear overall downward trend with minor fluctuations, which suggests a non-random downward shift in variability that require further investigation. Now, let's interpret the Xbar chart, which reveals a highly unstable process mean. Specifically, 3 subgroup averages exceed the upper control limit, and 5 subgroup averages fall below the lower control limit. These frequent violations indicate that the process is not in statistical control, possibly due to the presence of multiple assignable causes, such as machine calibration errors, material inconsistencies, or environmental changes. Because the process is neither centered nor stable, an immediate investigation is required to identify and eliminate these special causes before manufacturing continues. If you want to test your knowledge on this topic, check the links in the description below or visit our community page. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more statistical content.